what's going to happen, guys, is, remember we talked about you're the top guy in the leg press position. Good control, squishing the shoulders together, all that stuff. One thing that we really want to mention also when you roll back, I may have not done it in the last video, one of the guys mentioned, yeah, keep the legs hooked and keep his arms on your feet under his shoulders. When you do roll back, you want to pop it back and get a ballistic effect. So it does, he may be very strong, it's hard to get his arms levered out straight, okay? So that may be very difficult to do. Now, at the bottom man, James Rippee here, his job is to turn, if he can, he's got to protect his arm. He wants to get his elbow, James wants to get his elbow down underneath, below Derrick's fulcrum, basically his crotch. So the bottom guy, your job to defend yourself is shrimp in, keep your arm bent and pull it under so your elbow is below his crotch. That way he can't straighten your arm out very well at all. Okay, and yeah, so there we are, kind of and Derrick's going to have to shift into something else, some other situation from that, some other thing. So that's the bottom man's job, is to shrimp in, that's the main defense, and pull in that elbow and defend himself as best he can. So Derrick doesn't want that to happen. So that's why as soon as he rolls the man over, he wants to get that arm trapped and sucked into his torso as tightly as he can. Hard to see here on all these gis. If we had no gi, it'd be a lot easier, but there you go. Oh, yeah, all those bench presses pay off. All right, but see that elbow is trapped in that. He doesn't want that elbow to go below his fulcrum there, his center of gravity of the crotch. So he's keeping him there. Okay. Now, so once he's got him that, and he's kept James from pulling his arm free, he's trapped it. Okay. Now we're going to do another one. This one I picked up in doing in Sambo, because in Sambo we wear the shorts and a very tight jacket. It's almost like doing no-gi grappling in many cases because the jackets are so darn tight. But we definitely don't have pants to grab and control. So what we'll do, Derrick's in this case, he's going to with his left arm, he's going to trap it very tightly, right now controlling, putting his hand on his thigh here just to keep it there. He can even grab his own gi if he wanted to, like this, either that or grab the pant layer. Either way, he's just trapped it there for now. Now what he's going to do, he's going to roll onto his hip closest to the legs, and he's going to grab the near leg of the bottom man. Okay? Now if he can hook his arms together if possible, because a lot of times a lot of guys will want to sit up to try to get out, and by doing that it helps Derrick. He'll just peel it off and he'll just basically kick it free. Okay? So with his left leg, he's going to just hook it like an Osotogari throw, hooking around the neck, trap that, and pop back. Now notice how he does it. He points the toe, just like he's throwing a guy with a good Osotogari. See, he'll hook very tight, bam, like that. And now when he does that, he pries it. Look at this here. Now he doesn't even have to let go of that arm to get the submission, because that's straightened out, and there we have it. Now, if he does let go of his leg here, he can do that. He doesn't need to, because he can keep that and catch it nice and tight. Okay? Very effective, very effective. One more time, kind of semi-fast. So watch how he does it. He's got him trapped, works it, hooks, traps, and there we go. It's a fast release. I'll tell you where I learned this. Off a very great Sambo wrestler and judo named Ron Tripp. We were drilling in the 1980s. We were both training in Sambo at the time when working with Pat Burris. And Ron picked us up in somewhere. And he said, hey, I want to show you this. And I said, glad to learn it. I was very pleased to learn it from him. So credit Ron Tripp for teaching me this move. And it was directed towards Sambo because there were no pants to grab. But once you get him in the leg press, and a lot of times a lot of guys will want to sit up to get out of trouble. And this is the case, you got a really strong dude. One more time. If the bottom man, you might have a guy who's really, really strong, and he will just sit up on you all of a sudden. And that's the case, that's where you catch this and do this move. And you catch it. And it does work. I mean, it really does work. I think this is one of the highest ratio successes of any levers from a JUJI Gatame leg press. It really does. Let's work on this and we'll do some throws. Okay?